Hello everyone, here we are in another tournament game. Today we have the 8 seed Lead Pink versus the 9th seed Breaker. It is another round 1 game. It's been a little hard to schedule this one, but we're finally doing it here tonight, so it ought to be a good one. Lead Pink, you are the 8th seed, as I've said tonight, so you get the first pick. Do you want the map or the enemy?
I think for this first one, I will go with the map, and I am going to go with Magma.
Alright, so the map is Magma and Breaker. What do you want for the enemy?
Going with Outlaw.
Outlaw. Alright. So we got Magma Outlaw. We've seen that before, I believe, in tournaments in the past. Ought to be a good one here tonight between these two contestants. Let me go ahead and get my one booster on I always take, the power capacity. And we should be ready to go. We'll go ahead and do the weapons check. They are good in terms of their weapons. My co-host tonight is Richard. This ought to be a good one. So guys, go ahead and ready up, and we will get this one underway.
Good luck, my brother.
Alright, Breaker's ready. My co-host Richard's ready. Waiting on Lead Pink. He's ready. And I am ready. Let's get this match going.
Merry Christmas.
Yep, it's getting close to that time. Getting close to Christmas. We're getting through the tournament. Hopefully we'll be through most of it before the start of the new year. We'll probably finish up a little into the next year. But it's been a good tournament so far. Good matchups. And we'll see how this one goes here tonight. I like to say it's the 8th seed and 9th seed. Lead Pink versus Breaker. Co-host is Richard. I will be following Lead Pink here on Wave 1. My co-host Richard will be following Breaker.
I just want to say
I have dominated on this map and have been dominated on this map. Very familiar with Magma Outlaw.
That is true. That is
First
true.
match of the tournament, I want to say thank you guys for, again, putting this together. Yeah, I mean, we guys that play this game, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's awesome to have this, to be able to have something to look forward to, you know? It don't mean much, but it means everything.
Well, we love putting it on here for everybody that's still interested in Andromeda. Like I say, this is the final year for the tournament, but we're going to go out the best way we can with some good old-fashioned Andromeda Madness tournament matches. And alright, we are on the field. We are on Magma. It is Outlaw following Lead Pink here. Breaker's already up there into the front of the map, and he draws first blood, and he's on the board first. But Lead Pink following close behind, trying to get some combos of his own, followed by some kills, doing well so far here in the center area where all the spawns really are of Magma. Alright, now Lead Pink now pushing forward. Breaker still close behind, fighting side by side our contestants. Let's go ahead and do a first scoreboard look here. Breaker on top, 600 to 400. Like I say, it's very early on in Wave 1. Lead Pink now doubling back Breaker, trying to go for more kills off here in the field of rocks. Lead Pink going back to the back of the map. Nice spawns here for Lead Pink. Could really capitalize on everything that is in the back of the map. It is a nice shockwave from him. And a nice combo as well. Breaker is down, but it looks like he is waiting for a revive. Methodical here, not blowing them early on. And Richard does get him back up and back into the action, back into the fight. Go ahead and check that score another time. Breaker, 1,300 to 1,000. So Breaker still holding on to that thin lead here in Wave 1. Now opponents side by side once again, and dog, get away from me. I am not on the menu tonight. Go after our contestants. Lead Pink working the bottom area here. Has some enemies, but looks like it's no problem with him getting rid of that pariah decently. And Breaker, other side of the map right now, working on his own spawn. So he should be coming to the end of Wave 1 within a little bit of time here. Probably not too terribly many left on the field. And just as I say that, down to the last 3 on Wave 1. So our contestants will go ahead and clean it up here on Wave 1. We'll go ahead and see what that tally is momentarily. And I'll go ahead and grab some nades before we start Wave 2. One more on the field. Who wants it? In the air. Breaker's got it. At the end of Wave 1, it is Lead Pink on top, 2,500 to 1,800. So Lead Pink in the lead right now, going into Wave 2, following Breaker here for Wave 2. Breaker coming back over to me, so it's not that big of a deal. I can follow him right from this starting position. Breaker, anticipating a spawn down below. Will we get one? Yes, he gets one. Actually, it looks like he might get two. Might get a double spawn. Nades come out from Breaker, getting triple team. Breaker goes down, but right here to provide the revive. So once again, letting the Avenger revive him, saving those revives for later in the matchup. Richard, what does it look like over there with Lead Pink? How's it going?
I was wondering if he's going to add to his dog counter, but looks like he took care of it.
Alright, so no dog on him yet. Breaker, I think he's avoided the dogs as well, so dog counter for each contestant remains at 0. Breaker taking a nice shot on that Audi, though. Man, he doesn't want anything to do with him. He takes the points. Lead Pink, 3,600, 2,400, so Lead Pink is in the lead. Breaker with that nade spam, though, that could get him back into this really quickly. Like I say, it's still early on in the matchup. Wave 2 action, still somewhat early in Wave 2. Breaker now going back towards the back of the map. A little bit. Actually, let me get out of the way here. Make sure I don't get involved myself. Breaker goes down again. But that's 3 times that the Avenger's gotten it back up. So that's 3 times that he has been able to save a gel. And he's going back there to an ammo box, getting a little bit of extra stuff. Now, Lead Pink goes down, but he does use a gel. So he wants back into this fight really quick. So taking a different approach than Breaker. We'll see how that comes into play as we get into the later waves of this matchup. And Breaker really using that concussive shot to his advantage. But Lead Pink with the paw kills on the kill feed. That's really coming through for him well, I would say. And he still has a decent lead. Down to the last 3 enemies here on Wave 2 right now. It's 5,100 to 4,000. So actually not as big as I initially thought. And Lead Pink now in a good position for that one over here. I followed him just for a second. Just want to see where he was going. But Breaker with the Krogans. Get back over here with him. Takes that Krogan out. Lead Pink does take care of the last enemy at the end of Wave 2. It is Lead Pink on top, 5,200 to 4,300. So decent point spread. But like I say, it's not insurmountable. Following Lead Pink here on the Wave 3 hack. So we'll see how this changes the dynamic of this matchup so far. Alright, Hack is back here. Looks like Breaker will be jumping on it. Lead Pink is going out for kills, so different strategies here from our contestants. Breaker's going for kills that do spawn basically over here for him. But wait, now he is coming out a little bit of the objective, so he wants a little bit more kills now. Maybe. Still sticking by it a little bit, though. Now Lead Pink doubling back. And it looks like Richard is in there, Breaker's in there, and I'll join him in here, so everybody's now jumping on the hack now. They're getting the kills, and they're getting... Oh, Breaker goes down again. But then waiting for that revive, and gets another one. So it's 4 revives, 4 Breakers, so 4 gels that he has been able to save. So hack is now going up, contestants getting both the kills from enemies that are coming into the zone. They're also getting the points for the hack. But now it's getting a little bit... Oh, a missile comes out, and Breaker goes down again. I'll be able to provide this revive. So he is back up. Let me get out of the way once again. Oh, and I almost died here. That was not fun. That's okay. I should regenerate the little bit of health and shields that I need to keep on going. Breaker goes down, but get him back up into the action, and that is the objective done. So it's cleanup time here on Wave 3. 10,000 and 9,000 right now. Very close. Still on Wave 3, so where is Lead Pink? Lead Pink is over here, following him primarily for Wave 3, as I have said. Decent amount of enemies that he had around him. Someone is shooting me from the back, but I think Breaker will take care of him. He was behind me. A nice frag grenade kills from Breaker, lighting up that kill feed. Not too terribly many enemies left. Lead Pink doing what he can to that dog real quick. Gets that kill easily. Pariah over this way. Where's Breaker at? Around the corner, but I think... Breaker does get the Pariah with a concussive shot, so he does get that kill, stole that away. And at the end of Wave 3, it is Lead Pink 11-3 to 10,000. Close matchup. Following Breaker here on Wave 4. Let me go ahead and see where he's at. Yep, that's what I thought. He's coming this way. And anticipating the spawn once again. Does get a spawn. It's part of another spawn as well over there, but I think he's doubling back to the main spawn in there. That's what he does. He's trying to work this little ramp area. Needs to make sure he doesn't get out of position, though. It looks like he does correct that. Breaker's down. Waiting for revive once again. So he is back up and back into the action. Lead Pink over there. Let's see, fighting a Krogan right now.
Krogan and a discount Atlas.
Yeah, so he's taking on a lot of armor right now. Maybe boss trap territory, but I don't know. He still took care of it pretty dang quickly, so we'll chalk that one up as I really don't know at this point. Alright, where is Breaker going? Right now next to Lead Pink, still plenty of enemies on the field coming around this corner section, so Lead Pink now pushing forward. I think Breaker, yep, he is still back here, reversed field into another spawn, so he goes down again, but now he's getting back up, so now he's using those gels to his advantage that he saved earlier in this matchup. 12-9 to 11-2, so Lead Pink still on top, but not by much. The margin is still slim. Alright, everybody's out here in this very open pathway. Breaker going around back here. I'm going to try to catch up with him a little bit. Not too terribly much here in this back area, so did go back here for a few kills it looks like, but needs to get another position, although Lead Pink's doing the same thing, coming back where there's not too terribly many enemies left, so both of our contestants will have to find a new spawn, and there are enemies on the field, but they're fighting over the same targets right now, going back toward LZ. Breaker goes down once again, but my co-host is getting him back up. And let me see. Lead Pink goes down but gets himself right back up, so Richard was on that. Like I say, I'm behind Breaker right now. He needs to dodge that nade, but oh, nade got him. But the Avenger is here, so both contestants going down a little bit, but like I say, the Avengers do provide a decent amount of support here in this tournament. Alright, contestants really moving quick around this map. These enemies are around every single corner, it seems, but they're not too terribly clustered together. And 7 Crusader kills by Breaker. That is pretty good. Nice explosion here. Breaker and Lead Pink once again side by side. Let's go ahead and check that score. 15-4 to 12-6. Lead Pink on top, trying to open up a little bit of a lead, but like I say, it's very close. Breaker goes down again. When Breaker was over here, does use that gel to get back up that time. Like I say, not too terribly many enemies left. Might be just this one left. And that it was. So at the end of that wave, 15-8 to 13-3. Lead Pink is on top, following Lead Pink here for wave 5. So wave 5 action. I'm going to grab one nade. Lead Pink positioning, trying to get to where he thinks the enemies are going to spawn. And did he do a good job? I think he did a decent job, and so did Breaker. They're both converging on the same spawn in this back corridor. I think Breaker's actually getting the better of it with the frag grenade kills. So that'll help him catch up a little bit. So Lead Pink still following him. He is going forward. Breaker's passing us, and so is Richard following as we should be. Lead Pink into the rocks. Really nothing much in the rocks itself, but on the corridor there's a few more into the open area. And a Hydra for him to deal with, but Breaker doesn't look like he's turning his attention, and Lead Pink goes down, but gets himself right back up, so back into the action. Lead Pink is up, and Breaker goes down, but now gets himself back up. So once again, going down, 16-3 to 14-2. Lead Pink still in the lead, but not by a big margin. That nice Cobra from Lead Pink, though, to get rid of that Hydra. I'm gonna let that guy explode as I try to go past him. Don't need to get myself killed here. Breaker goes down again. Richard, like I say, though, right there to provide the revive. Lead Pink dealing with the Pariah. Shouldn't be a real big issue, but now might be getting flanked by a few enemies. Smartly backing into this other dark room. Alright, a few enemies converging on him, but he has them right where he needs them. Defensible position, able to pick them off one by one, and they are streaming in at a decent rate. Now repositions to the lower room. Breaker working the outside of the map right now. Lead Pink working the interior. Breaker goes down again. So the time the Breaker has gone down, it might have cost him a little bit, but he has saved some gels from not using it every single time. Lead Pink hasn't really opted for that strategy. He's trying to get back into the fight as soon as possible, but should still have gels left. Like I say, it is wave 5 right now. Contestants are doing everything they can to get these extra points right now. It is 16-9 to 15-8, so the gap is still narrow here. It is a close one. Lead Pink goes down, but like I say, Avenger right here to provide revive. If I can get off that enemy, and I do. And now Lead Pink is back into the fight, and a couple nice kills from him quickly after he goes down. Breaker back to the map. Lead Pink passing him. So side by side, but we'll see if they reposition. Both coming back to LZ a little bit. Enemies are decently spread out once again. They'll have to find another spawn to really attack. Breaker throwing out those nades. Lead Pink trying to frontline now with the jug. He might have the better angle on some of the enemies around the corner than Breaker, but Breaker's still throwing those nades, so he does have a range advantage right now. A nice combo by Breaker, trying to steal a couple kills away. Breaker goes down, looks like... Yep, Richard is there to provide a revive, so... Leadpink will get a couple extra seconds to try to see what he can do. Check score one more time, 18-4 to 16-7, so Leadpink still staying ahead in this matchup. Man, both contestants are really moving around a lot on this map. It is good to see, though. Like I say, it's not static whatsoever. They're trying to get there, get their kills, and move on. Down to the last 3 enemies already. Leadpink has a little bit of a jump on Breaker here. Has a better positioning, but Breaker does have the range. We'll see what happens. Nice combo. Breaker gets one with the concussive shot, though. Leadpink doubles back. Smart to do that because there is an enemy. We'll see if Breaker's coming. Looks like Leadpink will take that one. At the end of Wave 5, it is Leadpink 19-3 to Breaker 17,000. Wave 6 following Breaker for this wave, going to reposition. I have a feeling I know where they're all going to go. Leadpink is here. It's an upload. Richard's here. Breaker coming around, exactly what I thought. Alright, so this is an upload. We're going to try to split up a little bit the Avengers. We'll try to stay somewhat equidistant from our contestants if they're not in the objective, but I have a feeling our contestants are probably going to go for the objectives right now. I know Breaker is right now. He's going to try to swarm all these enemies with these nades, and also Leadpink is in here, so this one should be done somewhat quickly. Plenty of kills for our contestants. Go ahead and look at that score again. 20,700 to 18,100. Leadpink still holding on to that slim lead on Wave 6. Breaker goes down, but like to say, everyone is bunched up in this section. Except my co-host, he is getting another one, which is smart right now. So that one is coming along. Breaker, let's see where he went. He is going to the next objective, trying to get those objective points. It might be a smart decision if there are enemies streaming in, which there are right now. So he's getting a few more point totals, but he is on a dog. Add 1 to the dog counter for Breaker, but he is going to take swift retribution to get rid of that dog. So, getting objective points, Breaker is. I'm going to pop out of here just for a second to grab some free nades. And just like that, back into the action. He's getting the objective score, and Leadpink, I think, is getting a few extra kills over there somewhere. 21-6 to 18-6, so Leadpink still holding on to the lead. Objective is almost done, and as I say that, we do complete it, so it's cleanup time here on Wave 6, following Breaker primarily. We'll see what he is going to do. He's going to back up a little bit, try to clear off stuff in this field of rocks right off of LZ. Probably will jump back on LZ at some point. No, doubles back, goes the other way, and we'll get back into the fray with enemies coming in. Leadpink goes down. So this gives Breaker an opportunity, and Breaker gets hammered across the map. So these enemies are making it somewhat difficult for our contestants, but we're already down to the last 3 on Wave 6, so they will clean it up here, and we will get into the final wave. While they do that, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more nades from the very back, because I have a feeling that's where everybody's going to go to start the next one. Alright, 2 more left. And they are fighting directly over them. It looks like Leadpink will take that one. Breaker will just back up and probably reposition.
Nice job, Apex. Keep it going.
And at the end of Wave 6, it is 25-8 to 22-2. So it is still close following Leadpink here for Wave 7. It is still anybody's match. Going into the extraction wave, Wave 7, following Leadpink. Richard's following Breaker. 8 and 9 seed, good matchup. Little over 2 minutes to go in this one. Game number 1 of this round 1 game. Round 1 matchup. Our other round 1 matchup. The other one was the 7 and 8 seed. So under 2 minutes to go here. I'm sure Breaker's going to be doing everything he can with his concussive shots, his nades, his cobras, and Leadpink will be doing the same with everything he is bringing to this party. Ooh, double Hydra encroaching on both of our contestants, but the nades will come out from Breaker. He'll try to steal some stuff, and Breaker goes down. I'll get him back up because I am already right here. Go ahead and check that score. 27-7 to 23-2. Lead Pink still on top, holding on to that lead. Alright, Lead Pink, double back. By LZ. Lots of enemies. This is a good opportunity for him to really start to build more of a lead as we approach a minute to go in the first game of this matchup between our two contestants. Exactly a minute to go here. And that dog is up, and the dog is good. Breaker is down again, but Richard there to provide revives. I'm not sure if he got that or not, if Breaker actually got up, or he did not. Hard to say.
Yep.
Lead Pink.
He got himself up.
Got himself up? Alright, so he's using his gels here on this extraction wave. 40 seconds to go on wave 7. Breaker's getting so many frag grenade kills, that's really going to help him. 29-8 to 24-3. The Lead Pink has the lead. 30 seconds to go. Across map revives are now off the table. So everybody should be thinking about going to LZ. Lead Pink's already there. He's got plenty of enemies to go ahead and deal with this. Pariah here as well. That could be dangerous. Lead Pink goes down, gets himself up. Breaker goes down. Richard's still right here. He's still right in front of LZ. 10 seconds to go in this matchup. 30,700 to 24,400. Lead Pink in the lead as we go into the final seconds. And it is Lead Pink off 32-2 to 26-3. Lead Pink takes game 1. And we'll take another one look here. 32-2, yes, to 26-3. Lead Pink officially takes game 1 of the series. But first, I would like to talk to you, Breaker. Breaker, you had a hard-fought matchup. How do you feel about this performance?
That is a good question.
Like to say, you still did an excellent job going around the map extremely quick, using your powers to your advantage. Came up a little bit short here, but it was still an excellent one.
I would say I'm gonna try this again.
Well, we are going. Well, we are going on to. Yeah, well, we're going on to game 2. But Lead Pink, you take game 1 of this series. How do you feel about this one?
I feel great, obviously, with the win. It was a good win, but it was tough. You know, it was a battle, even though I was ahead. It had me thinking, you know, I might have to use a different character. Just, you guys play the game enough. Everybody in the tournament, you like to keep that comfortable lead. It was a close one. Mad props to Breaker. It was a good game, brother. Mad respect. Look forward to the next one.
Yep, well spoken from both of our contestants. It was a great matchup, and we will see everybody in game 2.